music plays, concentration is ready. The lights are red, they turn green, and we're off for the first time in the UCI Cyclocross World Cup 2022-2023. Through the centre, it's the riders from 777 and, of course, Paul Sources. But look at Celine del Carmen Alvarado starting like a house on fire. She wins the sprint for the first quarter, Jeremy.
Yeah, and right now you're going to see this race very, very fast. Without the mud, Rob, this course rides really quick, and I expect that we'll see a bit of a group here in the first couple of rounds on this, and look for mistakes because this course has a lot of really undulating and super steep off-camber sections.
And we're already seeing changes at the front now. Inge van der Heijden, who was so strong in the under-23s coming through when it was, I think it was the CCC team, wasn't it, in the orange jerseys?
Yes.
Now she's there in the 777 jersey. It's a big group compact, but somebody who hasn't had a good start is the reigning World Cup champion.
You know, it is that kind of course where you can lose a lot of time. This is so steep. Imagine like a brick wall. I mean, we've seen Thibaut Nace over on Instagram riding up this in previous years, but I don't know how. It is extremely treacherous, steep, huge potholes, and the riders after this, Rob, it's section after section. This is very treacherous section.
If you can see feet already out there keeping balance.
This really doesn't do it justice. It is extremely steep and treacherous, and a crash here would take you definitely like out of contention, or it would put you 30 seconds back because of all the discombobulation you'd have from crashing on such a steep off-camber.
Lucinda Bron, no time for her to stop for a pint, I'm afraid, on the way through here. There's a good 10 seconds back from the leaders to Ellen Clauzel, a little further back to Bron, and we're seeing now pedal strokes work hard to open up gaps. Del Carmen Alvarado is there alongside Bitsema, and then there's another group. So we've got 3 or 4 groups now, and we're still on this first lap, 6 1/4 minutes in. Just under 3 kilometres, as is habitual, the lap. We get to that first lap, and it is bang on an 8-minute lap. But the good effort there from Alvarado to get across, and it means that we have a group of 5 at the front, followed by Clauzel, Bakker, Holmgren, who's riding really well there in the navy blue. Then comes Brand at 11 seconds, Honsiger at 15, and that's the top 10. So the head of the race is now 6 riders strong. Lucinda Brand is on.
Really will be, and I think also there's a lot to be said here. No one, I think Van Empel's maybe feeling like she's not at gone 100%. You can see her looking around, and that's when Alvarado sees that.
Alvarado making a move, and she jumped up onto her wheel in second place now. And here comes Alvarado. Look at Alvarado go. It's a real acceleration here, making a move, and a serious one.
Yeah, look at this, head down. You can see she's going to fly over this, and she wants to come into that run up first. They're going to have to go kind of down along the side, so they're going to make a U-turn here. Then they're going to go down, and you see Van Empel now wants to be on the front. So coming into that parking lot, coming into that section, there's not a lot of room to pass once you're here. You'll have to really kind of go out of your way because it's a off-camber, it's fast.
Welcome back to you, television viewers, and Celine del Carmen Alvarado is attacking with brute force. She's using her skill and her quality to weave the bike in and out of the woods here, and she is riding away with a gap for the first time in the race. She's being followed well by Fem van Empel, the women of the start of the season. Third wheel is Lucinda Bron, the reigning World Cup champion, and then you go back to Annemarie Wurst, Denise Bitsema, and there's a further gap to Van der Heijden, but this lap has all been about Alvarado, Jeremy.
Yeah, watch now, though, because as Braun comes across, you can see the experience there. She let Van Empel kind of do what she had to do, but right now, Alvarado doing everything that she can. Watch how fast she's just dicing this bike up. That is, whew, she's doing everything she can. She righted that ship, though. She got her weight on the back wheel there to make sure that she didn't slide out. That's what that experience does. And now look at this.
Look at Braun, that mistake capitalised on. You talked about it right at the start of the day, Jeremy, that it would be the mistakes that would decide this. Alvarado looking strong, but making that first mistake, albeit not a disastrous one, as you were saying. She styled it out with that weight transfer, but look at Lucinda Brand, putting even now Fem van Empel, who hasn't had worse than a second so far at the start of this season, into danger. It's the top 3 who are fighting it out as we come towards the end now of lap 4. 2 laps to go, nothing between the 3 and the 2, but it's these 5 surely who are going to fight it out for the win now. And now Wurst getting back on times and not wasting any time. This is a superb race to open the season.
Watch Fem Van Empel there, because I think she's been just taking notes. I do still think that she's the strongest, got the biggest motor in this front group, but does she have the experience? And that's the question. Everyone's racing to this section where Alvarado laid down that brutal attack, and it's the combination of all of these different obstacles, one after the other, the off camber.
Right. Here we go, a look around and nobody else. Time to go, lift off for the final round.
Look now as Braun winds it up.
And here she goes, exactly the same place that Alvarado made a move on the last lap. It is Lucinda Braun who goes over the top there, getting on that gear, flying up this hill, dropping down it. That's a great recovery by Van der Eyden, by the way, who's almost in on the back here as they come by. They were looking around at each other that much that here she comes. And there are small gaps opening up now. Flying fast race this in Wisconsin.
No one knows how to do this better than Braun.
But it's the last lap now, and Lucinda Braun is going full gas.
All through these trees here, just decorated by kind of everything that they can do. These little roots, they're just kind of going as hard as they can to try to get to the front of this. Betsema really suffering now to be able to get there, but it is Braun that's putting everything together, and she's got to continue to keep the pace up. Look at this. This tells you a little bit about where they're all at. You see there, Alvarado goes through that technical section with no problems, but you saw Braun on the front there just with a small hesitation as she went through, so you can tell that she's absolutely on her limit right now.
Incredible as well. You see the fastest laps list there, and behind.
Look at this.
They're looking as the fight happens, and Fem Van Empel gets in front, but she might lose it again. Had to brake hard there, and Lucinda Braun winning the long game. It was seesawing the lead. What a fight we're seeing on the opening round.
Van Empel's in her rear cluster again. She's really in there, and they're fighting right now for position to this next off-camber section all through this, but look at Fem Van Empel now trying to punch it over the top.
Now here comes Alvarado behind. Van Empel does manage to get that position. Just a matter of a few minutes racing remaining. And these are the three who are heading for the podium as it stands. Van Empel in the dark jersey. Behind you've got the European champion in the white jersey, Brand. Then in the blue it's Alvarado, the former world champion.
Watch the off-camber now. Watch as they come in. Watch for any errors because they're going in. Now Braun goes back over the top again. This is phenomenal.
And a reminder that the speed is killed right off into the finishing straight, isn't it? There's that left turn, and then it's a sprint from almost nothing. We've already seen the last couple of laps, riders going wide and losing it. I think it was Van Empel who did that the last time around. Now Alvarado, who's not out of this, but she's been on the limit trying to chase around, and we're coming up now towards the final minute or so of racing. 6 laps out of 6. The current situation is this. It's Fem Van Empel who's giving it everything. Lucinda Braun who can't cope. Lucinda Braun is struggling, and Fem Van Empel is going away. Let's see. Braun looks around. There's nothing left in the tank, and that might be that as far as she's concerned. Can she recover here? Up the hill for the final time. Braun trying to get some sort of recovery, but it is impossible here after giving everything. As you say, Jeremy, everybody is gassed. And Fem Van Empel, star of the season so far, cannot shake the former world champ for now.
Oh my gosh, it's like a boxing match. They're going left and right, punching each other in the face all throughout this entire section. There's up over this, and then it's only a 180 all the way to the finish.
Here we go then, time to kill off the speed into that finish. It's Fem Van Empel who's going to take the position. Can she hold it though? And for the first time in a couple of years, you might see an opportunity for Alvarado, who comes around on the inside now and tries to open the sprint. She's digging deep, she's going for it, but Fem Van Empel has it. A World Cup win in Waterloo, USA for Fem Van Empel. Alvarado coming the closest at this level she has been for a while, and third place goes to Lucinda Braun. It's been a firework display on the opening day. Waterloo, USA, Wisconsin sees the winner come from the Netherlands. Fem Van Empel, after 47 minutes 39 seconds of full gas racing, welcome back cyclocross to the top level. This has been a real show. And we've 13 more rounds.